So it's the Robert Best. And yeah, brother in metacognition and augmented sense-making collective mode for a number of years now. And Rob, I hope this doesn't go to your head, but I find you to be excessively humble and possibly to a fault.
Very modest and humble. I feel like I could call him up anytime and he'd give me the time of day and answer any questions I had. And
super humble.
I would say in my criticism, he might be overly humble.
Noble, great host in the literary sense and in a virtual sense.
A very good host.
And how you really also a wonderful facilitator and moderator in terms of holding space and just allowing people that are present and invited to contribute in very open ways.
Bobby Best has always had flavor.
I think of Robert like salt sometimes. Without him, it's just not working. Like if you have a meal without salt, like no matter how many like great ingredients you have in there, it's just like, it's lacking something.
Yeah. So maybe that's the salt element. Is like it gets the water, it gets the flow going. Like gets the flow going. Bobby gets the flow going.
Amazingly and casually articulate.
An amazing ability to sort of sit back and not say anything for a long time and just listen. And then he's got all this knowledge that he brings to bear on what he wants to say.
Also in terms of your connectivity and like network weaving, awareness of like research, resources, events, sharing all these things. You're very generous in also in sharing.
Even if it seems like he's not paying attention, he's always paying attention, and he'll just, kind of be looking away, and then he'll jump in the conversation and be like, hey, how about this? And it's a completely relevant discussion topic or something super helpful to everyone there.
And you're fluid in the way that you do that as well.
You wouldn't think that people feel as strongly about him as they do, but it's really true that people have strong feelings, and he's not a neutral presence in the group. So I felt when I was facilitating and Rob showed up, it was always such a relief because he wasn't just neutral. There's something about him in his heart. It's like, I can't really say what it is, but there's something about him that is a collective intelligence catalyst. Like some kind of magic does happen when he's here.
When I got myself into kind of a challenging situation by committing to putting together an online event with several other people and not doing as much of the planning as I needed to, Robert's response was to just step up and offer to help me with anything I needed to make the technology come together to make it happen. I really didn't know him well at that time. It was an incredibly generous act, and it really turned an event that really could have melted down into, I think, a great success. So thank you very much for that.
Very kind.
Super aware, like everybody said. And it's a paradox because Robert is really analytical, really able to be logical, and at the same time, he has such a great big heart. He's so compassionate. I feel like Robert is a great collaborator, and I would consider him a friend.
Cute and friendly. I like him.
Robert is really well loved in the community.
I just love everything about you, actually.
Very, very honored to know Robert Best.
You can rely on him.
Kind of gentle and fearless exploration of tools and sense making and collective sense making and pedagogy.
He knows a lot about this, what do you call it, collective intelligence, or, collaboration platforms. And man, it's a tremendous resource.
And the best to map knowledges and concept.
He's a very good mapper.
Robert is someone that has interests that closely map mine, and a lot of skill and a lot of knowledge about the various people and projects that connect with it.
Support in different forms, like technical, especially in forums and tools and this kind of thing. And you're always exploring and kind of passionately playing with these different things as well.
A really great idea synthesizer.
It seems like all fun and games in a way, although it's quite serious in terms of the impact.